Hey, this is Cody. Probably like none of you guys know me, but maybe my friends who might watch this at some point. Yeah, first YouTube channel and I guess YouTube film, video, whatever you want to call it. I'm not sure why people start these things. I think it's maybe almost like a type of journaling or venting, a way we can process things. I don't know. I mean, I want to see people see like progress and how I do things, and definitely how I did things wrong. That's really important to learn. But yeah, in the end, seems like everybody's doing it, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll partake. Just don't inhale. But yeah, so it's kind of, I guess, my expedition. I'm going to film my expedition into running a new tree care and removal firm here in North Idaho. Long story short, lived in Oklahoma for about 15 years. My wife and I was a certified arborist for many, many years, then a board certified master arborist, and ran a tree care removal firm up down there, and it worked really good. Provided for my family super duper well, flexible hours. Had another young gentleman become a BCMA. I mean, it was turning into a pretty rad setup, man. It was a pretty cool company. But we have my wife and I, we have 4 kids. And then her family's all up here. My family's up here. We knew we'd be up here someday. One of our kiddos has special needs that sometimes gives us a run for our money. So pretty much we were just like, you know what, let's just do it, And sometimes it's like you pray, you listen for God's voice. And there's been probably 2 or 3 times I've been in my life where I'm like, yeah, that straight up was not me, telling myself that, hearing that, yeah, that's a whole nother story, in my walk of faith. But in the end, none of us were like, I don't know, let's just do it. Been praying, that whole song, Jesus Take the Wheel, So we got up here, started liquidating my company down there, and brought I have light iron. I mean, everything's under CDL. Bandit 15 XP, 4300 International chip truck, giant 254 tele articulating loader, 16-foot 14K dump trailer, and the White Stallion, a F350. So, I mean, I got work or equipment and no work. But in the end, we brought the iron up here, and it's kind of my expedition into starting a new firm up here. I only know like 10% of the tree species, and I don't know any of the contractors or anybody here. I don't know the game. Down there, I knew all the Latin names to everything. I knew 90% of what I think there was to know about trees down there. I studied the trees for like 15 years. I have a big library. I go to a lot of classes, a lot of CUs I have to gobble up every year. And here, so humbling. I don't know crap. Nobody knows me. I look at a tree, I'm like, what kind of fir? I guess it's not a Douglas fir. I think it's a red fir. Oh, you want the red fir for firewood? My bad. So, but yeah, I'm excited, nervous, stressed. Big life changes like this was fun before kids, so it's just like, this has to work out. It's like when you're like the captain on a ship, you're like 3 sheets to the wind, and they're like, why are you turning towards the storm, captain? And he's like, we'll make it, and everybody's like, what? And I'm hoping we're that scene where they like go through the wave, and a couple of the dudes do die, like they fall off into the water. They don't, but you go through the ocean and somehow it pops back out, and it gets a little air. As in Napoleon Dynamite, got like 3 feet of air that time and goes over. Yeah, so I don't know if we can quote things on YouTube. We might need to watch out. But in the end, hoping I'm not a ship that like keeps going, even though all the sails are ripped off, but somehow it finds shore. I'm looking for shore here. So I'm on a shoestring budget, don't have a lot of money, even for like advertising, decals, stuff like that. We kind of coasted on here in Oklahoma for fumes. And it's one of those, like, do I sell a piece of equipment to give me a crap ton of capital and replace it with a piece of crap equipment, or do I keep that equipment? I mean, it's all new to me, and I built my business up down there slowly but surely, one piece, brick by brick. I mean, brick by brick. And I'm going to do it here too. The difference is I have like a whole pile of bricks, and now I just need the mortar, which is the jobs to keep this equipment just working and building, you know. So yeah, it's just a big expedition because this is unknown land. This isn't even a journey. Journeys sound fun. Expeditions sound fun and dangerous. So this is like expedition. So, but yeah, just keep you guys along for the ride. And you know, down there I had a lot of friends that subsidized me. You know, I won't mention last names. I was like Brady, Elliot, Jesse, Chuck, Tom. I mean, I just had so many dudes trickling me work because they knew I was going to do what I said. I did the best job I could, and they trusted me. And I'm hoping I can find like a band of brothers up here that can kind of, you know, it's reciprocal. You know, rising tide lifts all ships, you know, and I don't know what's with all the nautical terms today. I don't know. But hoping I can find something similar here. And I'm hoping it works out because it has to work out. I mean, I don't know. Actually, that's the thing. I don't have a plan B. That's kind of the key, is you don't have a plan B. But at this point, any job that comes in, even if it's, you know, cleaning a fence line with a Fano handsaw or pulling weeds, my goodness, I'm going to count it as a blessing from God. And I've been praying for work, and and if it looks like work, it smells like work, and obviously it's in US currency, I'm taking that puppy. I'm taking it to the bank. So yep, I don't know what more to say. I'll probably start writing notes and like, just so I don't like circle ambulate or something. I don't know, man. But in the end, I don't even know how you close this video. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated, and I guess cowabunga.